Hey guys, real quick before we start the video, I want to direct you to the community tab on my channel. I am currently running an event for you, the viewers, to rate every single Monster Hunter monster from 1 to 5 stars. This project is going to be a bit of a run back from the 20th anniversary popularity poll and is meant to allow everyone to voice their opinion on every monster, so we can get a big picture look at how the whole community feels about the entire Monster Hunter bestiary. There will be a new poll on the community tab every single day at noon Eastern Standard Time, and all polls will remain live on the channel, so you can answer any of them at any time. You will not miss out if you miss the poll for the day. I will be updating numbers all the way from now until the end of October when the last polls have been run, and in October or November, we're going to have a massive video event where your comments will be read, all the numbers will be crunched, and the monsters will be reordered based on how you all voted. Every vote on every poll matters, and anyone has a chance to have their comment read in the video itself. And if you want to help me get more data and reach the broader Monster Hunter community, I'd appreciate a like on this video and, maybe hit the subscribe button to help this channel grow. It'll put me and this project in front of more eyes. Okay, no more YouTuber CTA shilling. Here's the video you actually clicked on. Thank you. Finally, we're on one of my weapons, and finally we're at, like, the small combo weapons. I've been wondering when we're getting to get to Sword and Shield and Dual Blades. This random order has been weird, man. Yeah, no, Sword and Shield is in my top 3, and it's almost exclusively because of Rise. Love that incarnation of the weapon, man. How it flows, how it combos. I know we're probably not going to get Metsu Shoryugeki and Wilds, but it's okay. I can live. I'll survive. But yeah, man, dude, it is a weapon that I have fallen in love with. So much so that, if you've been watching me play Frontier, that's the weapon I've been going strong with the most. I'm learning the game with at the moment. Great, awesome weapon. Little slept on, dare I say. The fact that you can consume items with your weapon unsheathed, how it combos, how it can do KO work, how it can do good elemental work, how flashy Perfect Rush is. It just has a lot of great stuff. And in this one, we're going to be looking for a little bit of Frontier DNA, as I had it pointed out that there's a couple of things in that mechanical overview trailer that we got at the start of this whole shindig that had some stuff that was semi-similar to some incarnations of Frontier Sword and Shield. We'll also be looking for a little bit of Rise, maybe a little bit of GU in here, as seems to be the way things work in these trailers. There's a lot of condensed DNA from a lot of the crazier Monster Hunters being poured into more or less like the Iceborne versions of the weapons. Seems to be kind of the overarching theme of Wild's design, at least in several cases, if not necessarily all of them. So let's see what we got. I'm excited. Alright, look at that. That's Rathalos armor, baby. And oh man, it looks good. I mean, just her out in the field, like, wielding it. Dude, this game looks so good. I mean, Rathalos armor, even just like the high rank, low rank version, has always been so damn cool, dude. I love this armor. The Knight plate with like this really great assortment of the Rathalos scales to kind of like back it up and give it like the spikes and the crown design up at the top. Oh, both sets just look so good. And that classic Sword and Shield. High rank Rathalos is such a good armor set, man. I'm so excited. Dude. This game's gonna be great. Weapon to both maneuverability and rapid attacks. That is a very different combo. Shield for pride and attack. It feels like a lot weightier than I... Items while your weapon is drawn. Well, a little bit more depth in that animation. Focus on the muscles. Weak points. Oh, that's good. That's a little menacing. Okay, we're gonna have to break that down. Definitely gonna need to break those combos down a little bit. Yeah, dude. Looks cool. Looks cool. Okay, I need to actually get a good look and go slow at this, because this is the first one in a while where, like, I kind of got to see what I'm looking at here. That was a little fast. So let's go back. Okay. Yes, what I was saying right off the top is Sword and Shield feels like a little chunkier. Where a lot of these weapons feel like they've gotten a little fast. Maybe it's just this combo specifically, but like the sound effects and the attack speed feels a little weightier. The sound effects specifically, I think, feel a little weightier. Absolutely. 1, 2. Side hop into... All right, let's go nice and slow, I think. It rushes up. Boom. Boom, your double chop. Goes into like a repositioned side hop with a slash attached to it. Now, Frontier does have a little baby hop that you can do to interrupt your combos for like a little bit of repositioning with it. Does not have a follow-through slash with it, so a little bit similar, but with a bit of extra damage on top of that. Then comes back in. Now, is that a follow-up off of the step, I wonder? With a big diagonal slash. And then like an over the head and down chop. Yeah, that's just a completely different combo. So let's see that again. Comes rushing in. 1, 2. That's recognizable. Goes in the step. Diagonal up chop. Rushes back in with a down chop. Goes back over to the side with another So lots of like little... I assume that this is deliberate in with the combo and not... Like this is deliberate inputs on the player's part and not just like a different combo. So it seems like a lot of like sidestepping and moving around and follow-up chops with the sidestepping. 1, 2. Pop cut. Move back in. Another weapon in this game with a lot of like dancing around and moving around and a lot of like footwork and repositioning and follow-up attacks with said repositioning. It's a cool combo for sure, but I don't think that's your standard bread and butter. I think that has little evasive inputs along with it that have its own set of follow-throughs. I'm going to be very interested to see what like the full combo structure of this weapon is going to look like. Yeah, because no way is that just triangle, 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 triangle. That's like, that has to be with deliberate different inputs and whatnot that are going to come with their own follow-ups and their own interesting. So they're just going to, I feel like they're just going to open up and branch out this weapon a whole lot more. 2, 3. Yep, that's your standard 3-hitter shield combo. Goes into the slash, goes into the side slash, stand-up slash. To a 4-hitter. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and that's just a completely different combo than the one we were just looking at, ain't it? 2, 3. Yeah, so that's standard. Slides. Follows up. Boom, boom. Yeah, because with our first one... So that starts with the same kind of like double slash that we're all used to. Then it goes sidestep chop, Russian chop, sidestep chop. 1, 2, 3. Double slash off the slide. That one also has the same 2-hitter right there that most Sword and Shield combos start off with. So both of those start the same way. And that goes into like, instead of the sidestep follow-through chop, that goes like a little bit to the left, but is also kind of like pushed by the arm a little bit. 2. Into like an uppercut down slash. Yeah, so let me show you what I'm talking about in like in slow-mo right here. Just to really kind of showcase it off. Alright. So 1, 2. Sword and Shield has been able to do that forever. That's your standard opener. Then this combo path goes right sidestep, follow up right chop. Move in, big chop down. Move left, arcing over the head, chop down. So that's combo number 1. Combo number 2. So you do the slide. Close that distance, you do that. 1, 2. So that's the same bread and butter Sword and Shield combo opener. This one goes slight sidestep left, much less distance cleared. Uppercut chop. Same kind of round slash downwards. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about here is both of those combos start off with from top left to bottom right slash, then come back up the same way slash, the stuff that Sword and Shield's done forever, and then both of those combo patterns completely branch off. Like entirely different. So I'm betting one of them has to do with an input off of like a sidestep pop off of there that gives like the follow-up slice, then you can follow that into that's own system of things. The other one might be a little bit more standard of just a straight up triangle, but just I'm starting to see the scope of the branching network of combinations that Sword and Shield has seems to be expanding here more so than it ever has, and that is very exciting. I totally forget what we're even looking at here. Oh, is this still talking about Shield? Yeah, okay, so that's just a normal block, right? That's nothing too spectacular. Oh, hang on. I want to make sure I get the full clip just in case. Yeah, normal block. Okay, no crazy shenanigans there. Same kind of like, it's not a particularly powerful guard, good amount of knockback off of the tongue there. Yeah, and that's the animation for using an item while you're knocked down. Yeah, they tuned up this animation a little bit because you can see, so she does the block because you consume items off of block stance, but you even see her like reaching back into her back pocket to grab the potion to actually drink it. So they're just like adding another nice little step of realism to it. That's cool, just like more detail. Yeah, it's pretty great. I like that. Alright, focus mode to target a monster's wounds and weak points. Alright, so that is our focus stance. So it's just ripping the elbow back up here, bringing the sword like nice and close to the body. So it looks like you engage focus mode attacks with this nice big stab right there. Tough to tell if there's a scar right there. Oh no, I see it. Yeah, it's right under her. So you launch the sword, you get it stuck right in the scar, and you stab it in there, and you use that as like a vantage point to post up on the monster. Then you use the shield to like pull yourself up into the air, and then you dunk with the shield. It ain't quite Metsu, but I mean, there's a lot of aspects of the Sword and Shield that can do the shield dunk, but you know, it reminds me. It's still nice to see. Yeah. So stab gets you in there. Push yourself up. Come back down. No longer see the scarring on the arm, so that's probably your wound closer. Yeah, I didn't see it after that. Weird that Perfect Rush has the zoom, has like the cinematic zoom in on it. So let me kind of just like go back a little bit just so I can get the full scope of everything. Thumbs up, boom. Yeah, so that looks like Perfect Rush. You know, that's your, I recognize the sword strikes. But what does it mean that it has the, like the focus cinematic camera? Like this might just be the trailer makers putting this effect on there. Well, they cut it in such a way so that I don't know what leads up into this. So I don't know if this is something out of focus. I don't think it's like the focus mode power clash. Yeah, what's that all about? Yeah, unless they just zoomed in the camera for the sake of this, it looks like Perfect Rush is tied to something with the cinematic effects and focus, but I don't know what specifically. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that means. Let me know what you think. And then we keep cutting here, but it's looking like we have some kind of like Adept Guard follow-up or something, because we're getting that big guard flash that we saw with Gunlance. So let me roll back. Yeah, so that has the big... Let me look and see if you can get the wind up on the blocking animation. Not really. Let me go as slow as I can. Alright, so we finish off there. We saw what a normal block looks like. So is this another instance of shield weapons having kind of like an adept block to them? It's so quick that even by frame by frame, it's kind of tough to tell. Yeah, that's only up for the animation's only for 3 frames. That collides. Then you get the flash. It might be... Let me see. Yeah, the problem is they only give you 4 frames to look at, so... It might be. So are the lances and the sword and shield just getting a depth guard, and how do you pull that? I mean, it's got to be just a slightly different button press, I suppose, but it's the same. It's not a parry like we've seen with a lot of the weapons, because that's a lot of the other weapons where you see them just throwing out an attack to catch a monster attack and go with that. This is a intercepting block counter with a follow-up is what we've seen off of Gunlance and now Sword and Shield. So I guess a number of the shield weapons might very well just be getting these adept guards. That makes me excited for Lance. Let me try this again. Yeah. Yeah, it's maybe there's an animation to it, but it's really tough to tell. One or the other. It's a big clashing block effect. It's just a huge spinning around slash follow-up right into the arm. That's the only thing we see of that. And then whatever the hell that is. I don't think that's the wound closer, is it? No, I don't see it. So what the heck is that? I have a lot of questions about the back section of this trailer. I think this is our wound closer right here. Yeah, I don't see the scar on the arm anymore. Okay, so that's the wound closer. Perfect Rush seems to be tied to cinematic camera off of focus mode. I don't know what that means. I think this is an adept guard. That is a nice big follow-up. Looks like she might do something with the shield afterwards. And then this isn't the sneak attack because she's facing forward. It's not the guard clash that some of the weapons have. It's not the wound closer. I don't know what this is. Nice big, dragging multi-hit, though. Yes, what the hell? What is that? Because this isn't the sneak attack either, because, again, they're engaged in combat facing forward. So that's the wound closer. That's Perfect Rush and cinematic. I don't know why. That's a power guard follow-up. And then this is just... I don't know what this is. This doesn't have the cinematic camera, so this just might be some new combo finisher that they're just giving Sword and Shield. Because this doesn't really have the zoom in. Not nearly to the same extent that Rush has. Maybe? Yeah, that just might be a new finisher. Okay, so Sword and Shield. Perfect Rush is back, Shield Duncan is back, the combo branches seem to be massively extended. You have your sliding attack out of Frontier or Rise, but unlike Rise, you don't have the jumping follow-up. The combos seem to be massively branching out. Looks like there might possibly potentially be an adept guard with a big spinning follow-up. The way the combo structure seems to be expanding out and branching out is nutty. Looks like Perfect Rush might be tied to something cinematic. The wound closer looks really good. Let's watch things back in full. Looks great. Ooh, okay, I just caught that. That looks like the intro to Perfect Rush right there. Yeah, that's your... I mean, that can also go into just a normal... well, but I think she does the cross up over the head. Yeah, but that is the stance from which you go into Perfect Rush. And I think that's the follow-up attack. So what the heck does that... okay, let me know down below what you think that means. Did they just, artificially zoom in the camera? Is that possible? It might be. I don't know. It's fantastic looking armor. Feels nice and chunky, a lot of ducking and diving around. Going to the slash, follow up, cutting into them, new combos. You got your normal guard. Better animation effects on the item usage. Stabbing, pull off, lunge, dunk. Perfect rush comes back. Some kind of counter stance and that's a nice multi-hit off of that too. Okay, so that is your Wild's Sword and Shield, and we're kind of back on track with some pretty good looking changes. It looks like this weapon is just gonna have options on options on options for your combo pathing of just sidestepping around, dodging around, sliding in, bashing with the shield. Like this thing looks like it just branches in so many directions and just has so many different methods of attack to it, which is one thing that I find super fun about 5th gen Sword and Shield is you can do your sword combo, your shield combos, your perfect rush, your lunging attacks, your slides, all you can just it feels really nice to play. I'm sure there's always going to be like an optimal way to play, but as someone who does not particularly optimize my gameplay to the point of minimizing my kit usage, Sword and Shield as it has evolved has felt really, really fun to me, as it is a weapon where you can just kind of like do slightly different stuff. And you can just kind of like play around with it, and it makes the fight feel a little bit more varied and just a little bit more dynamic and whatnot. And it seems like that is something in Wilds that we're getting like threefold. So very cool. Let me know down below. Let me know if I missed anything. If you are also a Sword and Shield fan, tell me what you think. Coming up right here is going to be the breakdown of the light bowgun from yesterday, if you have not watched it. But as for right now, this has been CR-Volcanic or Connor. I'll see you around. Shout out to all the patrons, and special shout out to Nihilist Chimerax, Dat Boy Doin Da Ding, Sir Newt Newt, Peaberry, Stefan Colneen, Shaggy Grizzly, Psychotic Jester, Pecco Plush, Daniel Delasarte, and Call Sign Shadow. Thank you very much, everyone.